Yeah, I think, that's always you get a game time decision or in-game decision as it's going down when you get a rebound and you have it in someone's hands that can push it. Um, the defense doesn't get a chance to get set. The defense doesn't get a chance to substitute. Um, and I feel the same way about Nikhil. Um, and I feel the same way about Jaylen. If those guys have an advantage situation that they can get to, sometimes, you know, you can call timeout and get a great play and score that way. You know, chance that you do that and someone misses. Um, but whatever you decide to do as a team, it's something that we've covered. Um, if it's a different situation and we need an outlet pass, whatever the case is, you want a timeout. But it does go to having confidence in those guys and how hard they work. And you know, again, I said we talk about it and they're behind each other and you want to get a good shot.
Coach Jock obviously had a fantastic game in his first game. Hits the big three at the end, but he also had 6 offensive rebounds and
Yeah.
4 blocks. I mean, for what this team has needed,
Mm-hmm.
how sort of exciting is it to have someone who can really help in those 2 areas?
Yeah, I mean, it. We've been playing with a smaller front court for this season, um, and particularly tonight with O out. And when I say that, I thought Asa did a terrific job. Tonight we're asking a lot of Asa and Mo, and Christian to fill a starting center role in this league, and having someone with the experience that Jock has, and I'm glad he didn't get pulled over and with expiring plates and not make it here last night because he drove in last night from Memphis, and I asked him today, is like, ready to go. I want to throw you in there. And when we found out that Onyeka wasn't playing, um, that became even more important. And obviously he responded and made an impact on the game, as you said, in a lot of ways. So when you have a player that has he's got experience in a lot of different places, playing professional in Australia, playing internationally, playing with a few different teams in the league. So guys have a way of picking things up pretty quickly. And I think it says a lot about our players um, that they've trusted him so quickly in those situations as well. And it's a credit to him and to our guys because it was a tough game tonight. This is the hard games when a team has guys out and just playing their loose. And so it was a really, really good win.
Just to kind of follow up on that, get somebody at the last minute, like things that you prioritize, hours or minutes.
Yeah. We have playbook type things ready that you want to show them. Hopefully, one side out of bounds play that we can execute. They talked him through another one during the course of the game when we wanted to have the ball in JJ's hands as a passer. And some general concepts of how we're playing. It helps to not have kind of rigid positions, in those situations, and it limits your playbook. But to the extent that we're playing in the flow of the game, you tell him that that's okay to do, and in his case, he's got really good instincts.
Coach, you were able to get several. You were able to get several stops down the stretch. What did you like from the defense in the fourth quarter?
I thought there was one possession in particular that stood out. I don't know when. I'm trying to think when the exact time was. It was later, where there was I think they had 3 or 4 offensive rebounds, and eventually we just hung in there, and you're frustrated that you're not getting the rebound, and a lot of times you let up. And I thought we really came together in each possession, although we didn't get the next rebound. That kind of competitive endurance is something that we try to talk about, and we really saw it on that play.
Coach, so for Jaylen Johnson in this game, in the first half, he took 6 shots, hit one of them, but the second half he went 8 of 13. What did you see from him in that second half that allowed him to dominate inside more than he normally does, like in that first half?
Yeah, I mean, I think for Jaylen and for everyone to understand that's in a lot of ways it's a mature way to play the game. I told him earlier in the year we had a game against Detroit. He went scoreless in the first half, and I didn't know he ended up with 28, 29, and I think it was terrific because he was letting the game come to him, and he was finding spots. When we had dead ball situations, we tried to run plays for him, which we obviously want to do. But he had somewhat. I mean, I don't know how many assists he had in the first half, but he was making the right basketball play, and he was playing really efficiently because of that. And over the course of the game, the opportunity to score became, that was there, and he took advantage of that opportunity. There's going to be games where Jaylen doesn't get a triple-double and plays a great game. And to the extent that, our guys, to get hung up on statistical stuff, really, I think, can make you a less efficient player. The way that we use him, he's going to get those, and we want him to get them. But his being able to kind of feel the game and make high percentage plays, and then it's a high percentage play when he goes to the rim. It's a high percentage play when I'm going to get on him because I thought there was a couple catch and shoot threes that he actually passed up, and we want him to take those too. So in that sense, just one of his better games, frankly, the way that the game unfolded and the way that he managed the game, not just for himself personally, but what he did for other guys on the floor.
Coach, we've seen the front office be very active over the last few weeks, whether it was the departure of Trey and then bringing over Corey and CJ. We saw Jock tonight and his impact. And during the game, some of the trades became official. So we know that Kuminga will be here. We'll see Gabe Vincent here, Buddy Hield here. How excited are you with the level of creativity it will allow you to bring in the lineups? And just what are your thoughts overall on those new pieces?
I think I'm going to let Ansi answer most of those questions, in due course pretty soon. I think we've had literally about 5 different iterations of a team. And I thought our guys, but tonight with Jock having not had a practice or played, like the key thing for us is going to be continue to grow together. As much as anything, it's about our group, and it'll continue to be about our group. And, as I said, if you look at who we've played over the course of the year, it's changed dramatically. And, I have so much trust and confidence in Otzi, and he'll be able to answer those things, more completely from his view, and then I'll have a chance to expand on it after that. Okay. Thank you.